powerful bolt sending a tree crashing onto a busy street, to an extremely close strike captured in an Australian man's backyard. Here are 5 extreme lightning strikes that were caught on camera. Lightning is incredible, there's no doubt about it. While most small children and the family dog are usually afraid of it, many adults marvel at the sight. The 30-millisecond flash of supercharged, superheated energy is enough to kickstart forest fires, as seen in 2021 when a multi-day storm ignited 600 fires in California. But what happens when lightning strikes another primary source of electricity? What happens when lightning meets power lines? In Shenyang, China, several lightning enthusiasts watched from their balconies as one bolt came down on high-voltage lines over a busy street. The giant fireball you see dissipating into the air is the result of supercharged lightning striking the power lines below. If you missed the lightning strike, you might think something exploded in the middle of the street, which it kinda did. The fire instantly burns out, but not before raining sparks onto the cars below. Thankfully, nobody was hurt during the Shenyang lightning explosion. Miraculously, the strike didn't disrupt any electrical services either, which we find hard to believe. Just over 100 miles south of Portland, Oregon is the city of Eugene, the second most populated city in the state with 176,000 residents. What are the odds that one of those people would have their dash camera rolling when lightning caused the tree to crash on top of their car? What began as a leisurely drive for Tim Mullins and his fiancée quickly became a harrowing experience as flaming debris rained down on top of their car. Thankfully, Tim knew he and his wife were in the safest place they could be.
Don't move.
What do we do, baby?
Just stay.
Are you sure?
Just stay.
Are you sure we stay?
Yeah, just stay.
On out. On out.
Just stay.
On out.
Visibility was already low before pine needles blanketed their car. It all happens so fast that you hardly see the lightning strike. Instead, it looks like someone put a small bomb in the bark and waited for Tim and the missus to drive by. She clearly starts to worry, as any one of us probably would. Unless you're in a convertible, your car is the safest place to be in a lightning storm. Other than your home, of course. It may sound counterintuitive since your car is made of metal, which is why people think it's the rubber tires that protect them from lightning. That's actually a common myth, according to the National Weather Service. In fact, it's your car's metal shell that keeps you safe, as it redirects the lightning around you into the ground. Thankfully, Tim and his fiancée didn't get hurt, just a little scared. Unfortunately, his poor truck did suffer some damage. Then again, that poor truck probably saved their lives. In November of 2020, Adelaide, Australia experienced some pretty crazy weather. More than 100,000 lightning bolts touched down in the southern Australia city in a single night. Winds blew upwards of 120 kilometers per hour, while fires and power outages spread across the city. One of those 100,000 lightning strikes hit one man's backyard. Thankfully, he happened to be filming the storm at the time. And although he leapt for cover when the bolt came down, the still frame of his tree going up in flames is an ode to the immense power of lightning.
Introducing the Smart Alarm Wireless Indoor Camera, our most advanced indoor.
All seems normal as the homeowner records the crazy Adelaide storm. Then, without warning, a bolt of lightning rips through a tree in his backyard. You might think you'd be brave enough to stand there and record, but you'd probably duck for cover too. Sometimes, lightning can completely eviscerate a tree. Other times, it leaves it unharmed. But how? Electricity always follows the path of least resistance on its way to the ground. So, if the tree is covered in rainwater, lightning will often follow the water instead of ripping through the tree. In this video, the tree itself was clearly the path of least resistance. If you're the outdoors kind of person, the Bryson Lake Lodge in Western Quebec, Canada might be the vacation spot for you. You'll have 140 square kilometers of natural territory to explore before relaxing in the lodge on your remote wilderness vacation. However, based on the pictures, you might notice something off about the main building. Something that doesn't look right. Back in August of 2017, a man named Olivier Dorion, an employee at Bryson Lake, rushed inside with the others when it started to rain. Perhaps there'd been a running gag that lightning would eventually strike the tall tree outside the main lodge. Maybe he just wanted to record the storm. No matter the case, he positions his camera to record the tree outside. And only moments later, Mother Nature runs her course and shows us exactly what she's capable of.
On peut pas sortir live! Non! Oh!
Olivier sets up the camera just in time to capture his boss walking across the courtyard. 30 seconds later, a powerful lightning bolt splits the towering pine tree in half, sending massive pieces of trunk barreling to the ground. Had Olivier's boss stopped to tie his shoe, he'd probably be dead. The falling tree was enough to severely damage the roof, but thankfully, nobody was hurt. The shockwave itself sent pieces of bark splintering in every direction, a testament to how powerful lightning really is. So, how powerful is that? A lightning strike is a direct current of energy that can reach upwards of 50,000 amps. To put that into perspective, it only takes between 50 and 80 milliamps to kill you, and a milliamp is only 1/1000th of an amp. Meanwhile, the average socket in your home runs on 15 to 20 amps. So yeah, lightning is pretty powerful. Tori Strange is the owner of the Surf Station, a surf shop in St. Augustine, Florida that tells avid beachgoers everything they need to know about the day's ocean conditions. Sometimes, the weather can get pretty crazy in Florida, so Strange keeps his customers up to date with real-time information. In July of 2009, though, he got a little more information than he bargained for. While on his deck, Strange did his best to record the current surfing conditions as a storm passed overhead. As he paced back and forth, he got an up-close and personal look at how bright, loud, and powerful a lightning bolt truly is.
Goodness gracious alive. Woo.
It's hard to believe anybody would be surfing in this weather. Perhaps Tori saw a solid opportunity to record the St. Augustine waves in the passing storm. As he pans to a neighboring house, bang! A bolt of lightning strikes the roof only a few yards away from him. Tori jumps, obviously startled, but he keeps the camera aimed and rolling to see what happens next. Thankfully, that was the end of it. So what if he kept recording? Could he have captured another bolt hitting his neighbor's roof? Another common lightning myth is that lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. Lightning can strike the same spot several times in one storm, especially if it's a tall, isolated object. On average, the Empire State Building gets struck 23 times per year. So yes, Tori could have caught another lightning bolt on his neighbor's roof. Though he and his dog Kona are probably happy they didn't. Thessaloniki is the second largest Greek city behind Athens. Founded in 315 BC, it was named after Cassander of Macedon's wife, who was also Alexander the Great's sister. The city is full of rich history as it changed hands several times over the next 2 millennia. It was a metropolis for the Romans, the second wealthiest city for the Byzantines, and a crucial seaport for the Ottomans. In June of 2020, the people of Thessaloniki got a lightning display worthy of the gods. Zeus must have been pretty angry that day, as bolt after bolt came shooting down from the clouds to illuminate the skyline. It is near impossible to keep track of all the individual flashes. Still, cameras rolled in Thessaloniki that night as a violent storm literally lit up the night sky.